83% of people who start a coaching business fail or quit within 12 months. In this video, I'll share with you 7 things not to do when starting a coaching business so that you actually thrive instead of just trying to survive. And make sure to stay until the end because I'll reveal to you which of these 7 mistakes is the most destructive to your success as a coach. If you're new to my channel, my name is Peter Scott. I'm the founder of Fearless Coach Academy, where we have mentored over 1,000 coaches since 2013 to launch and scale their coaching business. So the first mistake that coaches make when starting is wasting time getting ready to get ready. This comes from a place of insecurity or imposter syndrome. It's where we don't feel like we're ready to make an offer. We don't feel like we're ready to coach a client. We don't feel like we're ready to announce on social media or make a post about our coaching business. The truth is, you're never going to feel ready. And what I don't want is for you to let another year or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years go by trying to get ready to actually do this. So remember, life is fragile. When is the best time to start a coaching business? 20 years ago. When is the second best time? Today. You're never going to feel ready. That's okay. We do it anyway, and we show up and we learn as we go. Mistake number 2 is working on the wrong things, working on your website, working on your business cards, working on your logo before you've actually got a client. I launched my coaching business back in 2013, and I ran it for 3 years before I ever had a website. I was making 6 figures as a coach before I ever had a website. Sure, a website is a nice thing to have one day, but at the end of the day, a website is just a fancy business card. And how are you going to develop your website if you're not clear on your niche and your offer and your messaging yet? There's some fundamental foundational things that you must prioritize first before, because there's a very strategic order to launching your coaching business and scaling it to 6 or 7 figures. So don't distract yourself with things that make you feel productive when in fact they're just slowing you down. The third mistake not to do when starting your business is chasing coaching certifications out of insecurity. Now, listen, if you are a 19-year-old life coach and you have very little life experience or expertise, then yes, go get a certification and learn the skills that you need to facilitate transformation for your clients. But if you've got 10, 20, 30 years of experience and you're leveraging your expertise with your coaching, a certification at the end of the day doesn't really matter. I've been coaching for over 12 years now, and I can count on a single hand how many people have asked about the letters at the end of my name. No one really cares. We do. Now, again, if you have 0 experience, then go get trained up. But if you have experience, then learn how to package that into an offer and into a proven process that gets your clients results. The fourth mistake not to do, or the fourth thing not to do when starting your coaching business, is offering free coaching or not charging enough. Now, I know some of you watching this are going to argue with me on that, which is totally acceptable, but know that my experience has proven that giving coaching away for free never helped me as a coach. It actually hurt me. And here's why. We pay attention to what we pay for, don't we? And when somebody doesn't have skin in the game, they're simply not going to value your coaching no matter how much they say they are. And my experience was when I was just starting out, I didn't feel comfortable making an offer and asking people to pay. So I worked with clients for free. And maybe I got a little bit more experience that way, but the problem is it eroded my confidence because these clients didn't show up to calls on time. They rescheduled last minute. They didn't do the work that was outside of their comfort zone. Why? Because they didn't have any skin in the game. Now, it doesn't mean you go from 0 to charging $50,000 for your first client, but maybe you start charging $1,000 and then $3,000, then $5,000, then $10,000, and you increase that over time. But do not offer it for free because you're just going to discount your own worth and value. And it's going to be even harder the longer you do this to actually start charging for your coaching. If you are offering a discount, do it in an exchange. In other words, if your normal coaching price is going to be $5,000, but you don't feel ready so you're going to charge the first person for, $1,000, then let them know, listen, my normal pricing is $5,000. But I'm going to give you an 80% discount in exchange for your testimonial. Why? Because I'm just starting. This is a pilot coaching program. And so in exchange for your success story, you get 80%. You get a $4,000 discount to work with me now. Now, if you're not ready to work with me now, that's fine. A few months from now, we'll be at $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. But if you want an 80% discount today, then let's get started. That's how you frame it. The fifth mistake that I see, or the thing not to do, is avoiding building your marketing and sales skills. Now, you and I didn't get into coaching because we want to be marketers, and I'm generalizing here, but I'm making an assumption. And that is because we got into coaching because we want to help people, don't we? We have a unique life experience. We have solved certain problems in our own life, and we can reverse engineer our own journey and actually help others in accomplishing those goals. But the reality is it doesn't matter how good of a coach you are if no one knows that you exist. And so a mistake that I see is just focusing on developing your skills as a coach. Yes, you want to develop those skills, but you also must develop your skills as a marketer, as a copywriter, as a salesperson. You need to learn about direct response marketing, all these different skills so that you get your message out there and you start generating leads. Because nothing is worse than feeling like the world's best kept secret. So yes, you can study how to be a great coach, and I encourage you to do that, but don't make the mistake of avoiding the marketing, the sales, and the systems, because those are really critical to learn. The sixth thing not to do when starting your business is reinforcing this limiting belief that you are bad at technology. We can't afford to hold on to that belief anymore today because of everything online with funnels and emails and now AI. It's not a luxury of technology, it's a necessity. And so if you're going to hold on to the belief that you're not good at tech and you don't understand social media, then no amount of mentorship or coaching is going to help you. It's really critical for you to become growth-minded instead of closed-minded. This is a concept that comes from Carol Dweck's great book, Mindset, right? A growth mindset is someone who may not be good at tech, but they're open-minded to learning their skills and putting in the work. A closed mindset is someone who says, I'm not good at tech and I will never be good, so no matter what I do, it doesn't matter. That belief is a huge mistake. It's a huge limiter for your success as a coach. Now, the seventh and final thing not to do when starting your coaching business, and in my opinion, the most important. Of all of these seven, this is the most important, and that is trying to figure this out on your own. Do you really think you're going to learn this by just watching YouTube videos? And I appreciate you watching my channel, and I want you to continue to watch videos. But at a certain point, there's only so much that you can figure out by trying to reverse engineer free webinars, free videos, free PDFs. At a certain point, you've got to work with somebody who has the results that you want and can get you there faster. Do you necessarily need this? I guess you don't need this, but why take 20 years to figure out something that you could get done in 6 or 12 months? This is the power of working with a mentor. You don't need to work with me. Of course, if you're interested in doing it, then go ahead and schedule a complimentary call in the description below. But find somebody who aligns with your values. Find somebody who has the results that you want. They've not only helped themselves get those results, but they've helped countless clients get those results. And put in the time and the energy and the money to work with that person because it collapses time. This is the number one thing, the number one mistake, the biggest thing not to do is trying to figure this stuff out on your own and be a lone wolf. Now, these are my 7 most common mistakes I see coaches make when starting a coaching business. And I'm curious, which one of these mistakes are you making right now? Go ahead and leave me a comment below. And before I wrap up this video, I have a quick favor to ask, and that is if you found this to be valuable, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel right now. Click subscribe, that way you never miss a future video. And once you've subscribed, make sure to check out my next video up here, which is how to get your first coaching client. If you want to know how to get your first coaching client, click up here and watch that video. My name is Peter Scott, reminding you to be here, act now, and fear less.